Okay, looking at part B from example 4. So find the center, radius, domain, and range of the circle with equation 2x squared plus 2y squared plus 12x, take 4y plus 3. Now, to start with, it might sound a little strange, but we want x and y basically without a coefficient. So we're going to divide by 2. So first step, divide by 2. Okay, so dividing everything by 2, we'll have x squared plus y squared plus 6x, take 2y, and we're going to end up with a fraction. That's okay, we can work with fractions. Okay, now from here, we want to take the 3 on 2 on the other side. So we'll have x squared plus y squared plus 6x, take 2y, equals minus 3 on 2. Okay, where do we go from there? Well, let's just rearrange the x's and y's so they're together a little bit. So we'll have x squared plus 6x plus y squared, take 2y, and that's equal to minus 3 on 2. Okay, from that step, just looking at the x's. Now what I want to do is, if you remember back from chapter 3, I think, completing the square. Complete the square. Alright. Okay, so how do we complete the square? We take the number next to x, we divide it by 2, and then square it. So 6 on 2 is 3, squared is 9. So we actually get x squared plus 6x plus 9 is what we want. Close your brackets. Now, because we added 9, we need to take away 9. And then do a similar thing for the y's. So take the number next to y. In this case, it's minus 2. Divided by 2 and then square it, we'll get positive 1. So we actually want plus, we've got y squared, take 2y. Now we want to take away 1 because this negative. So outside your brackets, you'll have plus 1. And then all that's equal to our 3 on 2, negative 3 on 2. So why do we do that? Well, it becomes this here, we can say as x plus 3 squared. I'm going to ignore that for a moment. We'll have plus, and in here we'll have y take 1 squared. Sorry, there is a mistake. That should be a plus, and that should be a minus. So yeah, y take 1 squared. Now we've still got this minus 9 and minus 1, and that's all equal to minus 3 on 2. We just want to move this on the other side. So I can actually say that as minus 10. Now if I add 10 to this side, okay, plus 10, I want to make it as a fraction, so it's going to be plus 20 on 2. Minus 3 plus 20 is 17 on 2. So there's my equation. X plus 3 squared plus y take 1 squared equals 17 on 2. It's not very nice, this fraction, but again, we can work with it, so it's okay. It just makes the numbers hard. So from here, I can say I've got a center at, okay, the opposite of that, minus 3, opposite of that is positive 1. My radius is going to be the square root of this number. Okay, and from there we would be able to draw uh, the circle. So it's just asking for stating the domain and the range. So if we have a center at -3, so we've got -3 as a center. Okay, going to the left of our center, we're going to take away our radius, and from our center we're going to go to the right of the radius, which is plussing our radius. Okay, not very nice, I know, but it's still numbers that we can work with. Now our range, similar case. Where do we start with? We start at 1. How far do we go down? We go down root 17 on 2 for our y. And how far do we go up? Well, we just add that. Okay, so that's part B. If you have a look at the answers in the book, what they've actually done is they've taken this number r equals square root of 17 on 2. It's okay to leave it like that. We'll start to, again, this is just making it more simple in a way. So we want to take that and turn it into that. Okay, same thing, square root of the top and bottom is going to be the square root of the top divided by the square root of the bottom. Now we don't like surds on the bottom of a fraction, so if we times the top and bottom by square root of 2, it'll be square root of 17 times square root of 2, which is square root of 34. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. So that's how they've got square root of 34 on 2. This is, I guess, technically a better answer than this. At this stage to start with, it's okay to leave it like this, but if you can, try to practice getting into that habit, because that's what we'll be needing to do next year and beyond. So that's example 4, and we'll go on to the next section in a moment.